happy Friday to you and yours. I'm Dave Koz. Welcome to day 4 of the 12 Days of Kozmas. We've been having a really fun time every day, hanging out with you for a little bit of time around this time, lunch hour here in the Los Angeles area, wherever you are joining us from right now. Hello, Ellen Nakata Harper. Happy freaking fabulous Friday, everyone. Yes. Janice and I are very excited that it is Friday.
Yes.
Now, this is a hi from San Diego. Oh, hi, Marilyn. How are you guys? Very nice that you're joining us, and you picked a good day to join us because it's a hot day here on the 12 Days of Kozmas. First of all, this is a show that we have. There is no script. There is no plan.
No budget.
There's no budget. We put this together because this cost about 37 cents at the dollar store.
Hanging by a thread.
And it's hanging by a thread. Janice just got up on the stool to try and make sure that this doesn't fall on me during the show. But anyway, this is what we're doing every day as a lead up to our December 12th live stream, which is the greatest hits of Christmas, which stars Jonathan Butler, Rick Braun, David Benoit, Peter White, Rebecca Jade, who was here with us earlier in the week, and another guy who is going to be joining us in just a little bit. I won't say his name, but if you know the lineup for our Christmas show, you know who I've left out. He's kind of a big deal. He's got the greatest tenor sound of just, it's the most robust, huge. You could drive a Mack truck through this man's tenor saxophone sound. You know who I'm talking about, don't you? I'm not even going to say his name until I introduce him in just a few minutes. But anyway, this is our daily hang for 12 days as we get prepared for that live stream. We call it, are you ready, Brian? The 12 Days of Kozmas. That's where you normally hear some applause. There are 4 components to the 12 Days of Kozmas. There is a theme of the day. There is a drink of the day. There's a gift of the day. I get to put my Santa hat on. And we have a song of the day. Let's start out with, first of all, this is my Mr. Rogers moment. I'm pinning day 4 on our Christmas tree. There we go, day 4. And this is the 12 Days of Kozmas Christmas tree. Actually, probably more Days of Kozmas, but I won't be on the air for those. Now, I would like to tell you about today's drink. Let me see if I can show it to you. I don't want to spill it. There it is in there. It's got another one of these in there, a cinnamon swizzle stick. This is a hot toddy. Now, normally I don't drink hot toddies. Let me try this out for you right now. I think, Janice, why are you giving me all alcoholic drinks?
Not all, just the last 2 days.
I want to say you're going to get a big raise.
Woo!
At the end of the week. And there's the recipe for it right now. This is delicious. I think this has some Maker's Mark. I saw you with a Maker's Mark bottle.
That's right.
So heavy on the Maker's Mark. Janice has got a very generous pour. She's got one of those arms that just doesn't stop. This is very delicious. I think this would be a great thing to have at your holiday gathering. By the way, by gathering, I mean in your pod. Hey, Mike Mendoza. Yes. Even when you're not under the weather, I feel perfectly fine. And this is a delicious drink. So anyway, hot toddies, drink of the day. One more sip. And here's today's sweater. I'm particularly excited about it. And I put this one on today. Here's the tag. Because it's got it's like an equal opportunity thing. It's half Christmas and half Hanukkah. See, there's the Christmas side over there. And here is the Hanukkah side over there. And I did that because today's guest, who will be joining us shortly, is a Jew like me, who loves Christmas like me. Coming up in a few moments. And we will talk more about today's sweater and what we did for yesterday's sweater, raising a lot of money for the Starlight Children's Foundation. But first of all, I would like to, thank you, Darlene. I would like to give you the theme of the day, which is new holiday traditions. Now, of course, since we've been in the COVID pandemic, we've all had to retrain ourselves on how we celebrate things. We had Thanksgiving holidays just a week and a half ago, something like that, or 2 weeks ago, and it was an unusual experience for all of us because many of us couldn't do what we wanted to do. So we have to create new holiday traditions. So we've got a couple for you right now. I remember the things that seem to be doing really, really well right now are things that you can do while remaining in your car. And it reminds me, I grew up in the Valley in Southern California, and we used to love, now remember, I have a Jewish family. I grew up celebrating Hanukkah, but every single holiday season, my mom and dad would throw the three kids into the car, into the back seat of the station wagon, and we would drive to a place called Candy Cane Lane, which was in like Northridge. If you're familiar with Southern California, it's in the valley there. And it was just about, I don't know, 4 or 5 square blocks of houses. And every single house, it was part of the thing when you bought into that neighborhood that you had to decorate your house. And these people went over the top. It was amazing, Candy Cane Lane. And I was talking to the producer of our cruise, Pete Klingon, the other day, and he was telling us that his kids, he's got 2 young kids, and Cal and Coco, and every single day they want to drive to this, I think it's called Glittering Lights Las Vegas. They live in Las Vegas. And there it is. Thank you, Brian. Millions of glittering lights. So if you're in the Las Vegas area, it's at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And one thing I can tell you is that the Klingon kids, Pete's kids, highly recommend this. Okay, there you go. The Neon Forest. That's so cool. I mean, this is taking Candy Cane Lane to another level altogether. Let's see, what else? One other suggestion is a virtual board game. We got together not that long ago and played bingo because my 2 sisters that live in Minnesota, my other sisters, the Johnsons, are big bingo freaks. And they developed a bingo game for us to celebrate my friend Blake. If you've seen my shows, you know my friend Blake. He turned 60, so they made instead of it being bingo, they made Blake, Blake, and we celebrated that for his 60th birthday. That was really, really fun. Bingo games, Monopoly games. I think that there's a bunch of virtual board games that you can download on the internet too, which sound like a fun new holiday tradition. Finally, Oprah Winfrey has a site. Brian, can you put that one up? She has a site that also has a variety of different, the 29 best places to see Christmas lights displays near you. So this is your own version of Candy Cane Lane. There's the Enchanted Diker Heights Christmas lights, the Bronx Zoo. So I think this can be found on Oprah.com if you're looking for something fun to do. And finally, in our new holiday traditions theme, there's a great website that's put out by the Good Housekeeping magazine that talks about family activities and new traditions. Maybe we can take a little quick look at that URL and see what it has to say. 30 best Christmas traditions to get your family feeling festive. And this might be a little bit of a challenge, especially with kids. You know, normally you'll be able to, under normal circumstances, the holidays, you're free to go about and do everything and go to the mall and go outside and skate and ice skate and all the different things. This year, we might not be able to do all that. So here are some cool things. Create a countdown routine, which we're doing here with our tree. Make the tree special. Very cool. Do it yourself ornaments. I like that. Send cards or letters. That's a nice old-fashioned tradition that went out of style. Mm-hmm. Celebrate Sinterklaas in early December. I don't know what that is. St. Nicholas Day. Okay. Host a movie marathon. Yes. Oh, National Lampoon. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. There's a few ideas for you on how you can create some new holiday traditions with your family and loved ones during this COVID Christmas, as we have been referring to. Now, on to our very special guest. Needless to say, I am an absolutely huge fan of this gentleman. He has provided the world with countless albums of amazing music over his 30-plus year career. He is one of my dearest friends. Him and his wife Camilla and their kids are dear friends of mine. Love spending time with them. In fact, we were all together when I was talking about that bingo game. We were at the Elliot's actual house in Big Bear, California, playing it. We spent a lot of wonderful times on the road and off. He's part of the original Summer Horns. And he's just made a new record, by the way, which is going to be coming out in early 2021. Maybe he'll tell us a little something about it. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please give us a 12 Days of Kozmas warm welcome for the one and only Richard Elliot!
Hi, Dave. How are you?
Buddy, how are you?
I'm good. I feel underdressed. I have no color going on. I'm in my office right now. I may have some colored Sharpies.
Maybe
I could scribble on my T-shirt some color. I don't know.
Yeah, well, maybe auction it off. You do that. By the way, Mrs. Braun, Rick's Braun was just on here with a little comment. There it is. Do you see that?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
I'm not watching.
Hi, Mrs. Braun. We love you. So, Richard Elliot, you have had a little drama in your life the last couple of days. You live in San Diego, and evidently the power has been out for a couple of days. It just went on this morning.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was a precautionary measure. San Diego Gas and Electric decided to shut some areas down. That's living in California. That's becoming a very common occurrence. And I don't believe there were any major fires, so that was good. But yeah, we had no power for a couple of days. We have a little generator that can power up, the kitchen and keep the refrigerator working. So we all kind of huddled in that area yesterday. And, it was cool. It was fun. It was like camping out, in the evening. So we lit a lot of candles and, just made the best of it. It was fun.
This is perfect in our theme for today because it's all about new holiday family traditions. And because we're now all sort of forced to spend a lot more time at home, and you are the father of 5 amazing kids. They're spanned from, how old is your youngest, Julian?
He just turned 16, actually.
And the eldest Bub is how old?
Well, Bub is 27 and Candace is 30. Yeah.
Right. Candace is the oldest. I always forget that. So 5 kids, and I'm assuming that you and Camilla will be hosting for the holidays. The kids will come back, but most of them live at your house anyway. But do you have any new holiday traditions planned? Your wife she's my hero because she's a planner. She has everything all worked out just so I need. If there wasn't a Janice in my life, I would call your wife and hire her.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do without her. She's amazing, and I'd be a wreck actually. She's awesome, and she keeps everything in line. She has what she calls the chop. Like, all right, chop, come on. Keeping things moving forward and staying organized, and she's just wonderful. And in terms of new traditions this year, I'm sure we're going to come up with modified versions of what we've done in the past. The two, it's interesting with 5 kids, 3 boys and 2 girls. It's the 2 girls that are gone, from the house. The boys stick close to home. I think it's because we're all kind of kids, no matter what age we are. They just like being close by.
Free food.
Well, there's that. Yeah, I think free food is a big part of it. Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah. But the tradition for us in the past with Christmas has been very musical. All the kids play an instrument to some extent. And then Camilla's mother and father are both musicians also. So, and then her 2 sisters are both musicians. And one of her sisters' husband is a musician also. So we sort of, in the past, we've all gotten together and it ends up being a night of music. Everyone plays something, and even Camilla gets on the drums. She's a drummer. She used to play with her parents in the family band, which played gigs all over town. So that's about the only time of year I can get her to get on a drum set and play a song. And she's really good. So we'll see if that happens this year. We may have to do a little bit of it virtually. Her parents are older, and we don't really, want to put them in harm's way, needless to say. So probably going to be a modified version of that.
Well, that sounds great. That sounds really great. I just want to ask you too, because you grew up like me here in Los Angeles in a Jewish family. Did you celebrate Hanukkah growing up, or were you more of a Christmas kind of celebratory family?
You know, we did celebrate Hanukkah in that we did light the candles every night, and you know, we'd get small, you know, kind of small gifts. You know, it wasn't until I got a bit older that we started to incorporate Christmas into our traditions. And yeah, it's the kind of thing that I think the message is pretty universal, no matter what, you know, religion you are. And we kind of adopted that also, kind of like your family, I think.
Well, that's why I was very inspired to put on this sweater, because it's kind of an equal opportunity offender here. We've got Christmas. I mean, these are some really ugly Christmas sweaters. This one is probably the ugliest, but I think it's very useful because it comes with a tie, and it has a Hanukkah side and a Christmas side. It's kind of
That's pretty awesome. I'm feeling, like I said, I'm feeling really underdressed right now.
You don't have to worry about that. Buddy, I'm so excited for our live stream together. You were going to be on this year's tour for the first time. It was going to be so great to have you. Of course, we can't do the tour, but we're doing what I've called the next best thing. And you were so gracious to say that you would like to be involved. That's happening a week from tomorrow night, our Greatest Hits of Christmas live stream. What aspect of it are you looking forward to most?
You know, anytime we all get a chance to play together, it's really the camaraderie that I love. You know, we've all known each other for many, many years. So it creates this kind of comfort level where it's less about trying to sort of find a place in the ensemble, and you don't even think about it. You just go and you do it because we know each other that well, personally and musically. So I'm just looking forward, especially the way this year has been, the ability to have some of that musical camaraderie is going to be, I think, a very healing thing, and I'm looking forward to it. And I hopefully, you know, people watching will come across the computer screen that way, and they'll feel that warmth and that camaraderie that we all have for each other.
Well, I don't think it can't when there's that much love in the room. That's the beautiful thing, is the people that are going to be assembled for that live stream together, doing it together. We're like the best friends that we have in the world. So all that love, all that pent up musical energy that we've been looking so forward to sharing, it's going to all come pouring out on the 12th. So we're very excited about that. And I'm so excited to playing with you a lot of this music. Real quickly, before I put you on the spot and ask you to play us a little holiday song, tell us a quick little bit about this record that I was telling. I know there's tons of Richard Elliot fans that are very excited about this new project coming out in the new year. Give us a little preview of what we can expect.
Well, you know, it's interesting. Speaking of 2020, I think it's next to impossible for any musician or artist in general to not have this last year kind of reflected in some respect in their work. And that was certainly the case for me. A lot of different emotions, and they all just kind of poured out into this record. And it's called Authentic Life. I worked on it with the incredible Rick Braun, and I know you can relate on this. He's just so wonderful to work with. He's obviously an amazing trumpet player, but an incredible producer, amazing engineer. He does everything. And what I love most is I will go and during the day I'll record some saxophone parts, and then during the night, I don't know when he does it, he adds all this stuff to the songs. You know, he'll take out his trumpet and he'll put like horn section stuff together, and the next day I go to listen to the song and it's completely transformed. He adds all this amazing stuff, and so he's just wonderful to work with. And I know you had a similar experience. You've worked with Rick a lot in the studio. And in terms of musically, it's just again, a very kind of I guess in keeping with the title, it's a very honest record. It's kind of what I was feeling at the time. And there's some up-tempo stuff and some kind of more pensive material. And it's just, I think, a good reflection of my interpretation of how life has been, good and not so good, you know?
Well, I mean, I love the title because I've heard quite a bit of the record. You were kind enough to play some of it for me. And I think that the title fits the record because it's extremely original music, like very, very new sounding for you. And yet it will be something that all Richard Elliot fans will love to hear. You found that right balance. You and Rick found that right balance. And I agree with you. He's an absolute magician genius, that Rick Braun. I love him.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
What can you play for us? Your call.
I have no idea. I just pulled my horn out of the case. I blew a couple of notes, so hopefully it's working. But
you got a little holiday song for us?
Sure, I think so.
All right, Richard Elliot. Yes! The very appropriately chosen I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Yes.
And not able to leave.
Yes. I'll be home. And see, I guess you couldn't say I'll be virtually attending for Christmas.
Right. Buddy, thank you. That was absolutely beautiful. And thank you so much for popping in here for the 12 days. We really, really appreciate it. I cannot wait to make music with you a week from tomorrow. And you know that I love you so dearly and your whole entire family. And I want to wish you and your loved ones a very, very happy and beautiful holiday season ahead. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. Love you. And to everyone out there, thank you so much for all your support and attending all these live streaming shows. It's just, it's been very, very heartwarming. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you, buddy. Have a great rest of your Friday.
You too. Thanks.
The unbelievable Richard Elliot. Now that is a guy. I just adore that guy. I think you feel the same thing. I mean, it's hard not to love that guy. Let me talk a little bit about our Ugly Sweater campaign. It raises money for the Starlight Children's Foundation. Starlight is a charity that I've worked with for over just about 25 years that helps kids that are in the hospital for long periods of time. And these are kids that just want to be kids, and because of their affliction, they can't be. They're in the hospital. And especially during this year with the pandemic, it's really taken a toll because a lot of times these kids can't be visited by their family members. So at any rate, we would love to continue to raise some money, some much needed funds to keep Starlight doing their amazing work. Already in 3 days, we raised a lot of money for Starlight, and we're going to continue it on with today's sweater. But before we put today's sweater up for bid, let me just say thank you to yesterday's donation folks who were very generous. I want to say a big thank you to Leonard O'Day, Paula Sheldon, Marion Sutton, Frederick Hansen, Paul Gessner, and a huge thanks to the winner of yesterday's sweater, coming in with a whopping bid of $258.53. I'm not exactly sure how we got to that number, but a big thank you to our dear friend Tracy Lance in the Washington, D.C. area. Tracy, thank you very, very much for your generosity. Thank you all for your generosity. Yesterday, we raised over $500, bringing our 3-day total raised for Starlight in the 12 Days of Kozmas to $2,503.93, and every bit counts. If you want to find out about Starlight, you can go to their website, starlight.org, and make a donation today. Due to the generosity of Dave Koz fans on the cruises, in our shows, and in general, we've raised over $1.3 million for Starlight in the last many years, and that is something that means so much to me personally. So a big, huge jolt of gratitude to all the people that have been so generous donating to Starlight. Today's sweater, as I mentioned before, is equal opportunity. It's got a Hanukkah side, so your Jewish friends can stand on this side and look at you, and people that celebrate Christmas can stand on this side, and those that like a sort of an equal thing can stand in front of you because it's right there. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. So you can find the link. There is the link right there, the donation link. You can find it in the chat. And all your donations will go directly to Starlight. The highest bidder will receive this, and I will sign it for you personally. And this one's very comfortable, too. And it's kind of lightweight. So especially if you live in a warm climate, this is a nice Christmas sweater because it's basically like a T-shirt, a long-sleeve T-shirt. And Renita Frazier loves my sweater, so this is a tough one to give up, but I will. Finally, on our show today, time to give away some stuff. It's my favorite part, being Santa Koz. There it is, Santa Koz. There's my little ball. Okay. Janice, what are we giving away today?
We're giving away your brand new CD, personalized.
Oh, yeah. Here it is right here.
Because the deadline was on Tuesday.
Here is my latest album. It's called A New Day. I will sign this for you, and you will also get a New Day mug, coffee mug right there. There's the back of it. And this package also comes with a Dave Koz pin that you can pin somewhere. Okay.
On your sweater.
I'm going to ask Brian to randomly pick somebody. Close your eyes and do this to the screen and pick somebody random, and I'm going to sign this for you right now, whoever the winner is. If I can find my Sharpie. Oh, I dropped my Sharpie. Okay, there we go. Susan Griswold, you won this auction package, or this prize package. I'm going to sign this for you right now. And we will send it, Janice will send it off to you. And I hope you enjoy this stuff. There's that for you. Okay. Oh, I'm feeling particularly in a good mood. I would like to auction off these.
Not auction, gift.
Gift. I'd like to gift these. These are Christmas ornaments that you can have. They're very heavy, by the way. And it's DK.
Or KD.
Or KD. So if your name is Diane Keaton, these would really be great for you. Or if your name was Karen Davidson, these would be really great for you. Or if your name was Daniel Knudsen, these would be good for you. Okay, and we'll throw in a pin with this prize package right here. Brian, can you pick somebody at random for us for the DK? May Dulce. I like how they're directing their posts to you directly, Brian. May will get these and a pin. So that's very nice. Do we have anything else to give away, Janice?
I think we have one more. You wanted to give away.
What else? I always let.
Oh, you wanted to mention the King's Road, and we'll do more of the pins. How about that?
Okay. Especially when I have a hot toddy with alcohol in it, I feel very generous.
Get ready for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. I can only imagine. We'll give away another a couple pins, and we'll throw this in there as well. Oh, this is a good one.
Uh-oh. That's huge, Dave.
This is a good one.
The alcohol works.
The alcohol definitely works. So 2 pins plus a Google Home Mini. Now I think this is one of those smart things that knows, you know, when your voice, you set it up, put it in your kitchen, whatever, and you say, it's kind of like a Siri type of thing. So a Google Home Mini plus 2 pins, final gift of the day, and it goes to, at random, Brian, Ruth Calkins. She never wins, but you won today, Ruth. Congratulations. We will get those out to you. Janice will be in touch with the 3 of you to get your address so we can put those in the mail. And by the way, you can give the gift of music if you would like. Our live stream is available for purchase as a gift. If you go to my website, davekoz.com, and follow the links, there is an option for you to purchase the live stream for someone in your life that you know would enjoy it. So we encourage you to do that. And if you haven't gotten your tickets to the live stream, please do. It is going to be the Christmas concert of the year. I have a feeling, I've got a good feeling because I've been talking to everybody, and it really feels like it's going to be a very, very special night. Given everything that we've been through this year, it's so important to have that Christmas to look forward to, that Christmas music. And holiday music just makes you feel good, which is why I'm going to play you a song out as the end of our 12 Days of Kozmas. Here's one of my favorites, A Little Winter Wonderland. Winter Wonderland for you. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday and a beautiful weekend ahead. And we're not taking the weekend off. The 12 days do not stop for the weekend. So we'll be back here tomorrow, 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. on the East Coast. And I look forward to sharing a little bit more of the holidays with you for another edition of the 12 Days of Kozmas. Thank you so much. Have a great day.